Welcome back everyone, RacerX here, and today's video is going to be a little different. I have a little field trip planned. It should be pretty interesting. Directly behind me you can see my 2023 Dodge Demon 170. This is still the quickest factory production car in the world from 0 to 60 on a prep surface. 1.66 seconds. It is an absolute wheelie popping monster.
3, 2, 1, all engines running. One commit. Liftoff. We have liftoff. The power is clear. And we have a roll for me.
And many of you guys are well aware that these cars were extremely hard to get a hold of. Initially, I was very fortunate to get a hold of one. Well, today I want to see what this car is actually worth if I take it to Carmax of all places, because I've been doing more and more research online, and it does appear that the values of these cars are creeping down. So I'm really curious what this car is actually worth. Not to say that Carmax would give me a fair offer. We're going to run a Demon 170 to Carmax and see what they say.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Guys, check it out. Today I am back at the Dream Giveaway Garage in Largo, Florida, because they have a brand new giveaway that I have to show you. It is epic. So here you can see the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing that was just given away. And now you've got their two brand new cars sitting here. There's the new Blackwing sitting there. There's the new Escalade V sitting here. Over $300,000 worth of vehicles they're giving away in one drawing. So this is version 2 of this, backed by popular demand. And here you can see that beautiful supercharged 8-cylinder engine. You can see the engine builder right there, 668 horsepower on the Blackwing, 682 horsepower on this Escalade V. Said just a little bit of a different calibration on these, but over 1,300 horsepower, 1,350 to be exact, in this drawing. So if you are as big a fan as I am of these V-Series Cadillacs, make sure you go to Dream Giveaway's website and enter to win. You can use my code RacerX for 3 times the entries for one price. And they give you $73,000 to pay for the taxes. So guys, go out there, enter to win these beautiful V-Series Caddies. I can't wait to see who wins. So the thing about the Demon 170, there are a lot of guys that really wanted these cars, and they way overpaid on some of these. I mean, some people paid $250,000, $300,000 for these cars, you know, $100,000, $125,000 over sticker. There's no shortage of people out there that paid $50,000 to $75,000 over sticker. And it's just incredible to me how much people paid for these. And to be honest with you, based on what the market is doing right now, a lot of people took a bath. Hopefully, I'm still in pretty good shape on this car in terms of not being upside down on it. But as I said, I just want to kind of go to CarMax just to see what they would offer me. I've always called CarMax rip-off Max because they never offer you enough for your car. You have to be pretty desperate, in my estimation, to sell a car to CarMax because they always lowball you and they always make their money on the back end. I've never purchased a car from CarMax because I feel like they're overpriced. All that being said, let's go see what they say. Well, I have arrived at CarMax. As you can see, Demon is right here. Haven't talked to anybody yet, so I'm actually going to run inside, let them know that I'm here. Not real sure how I feel about somebody from in there driving my car. So we'll have to wait and see kind of how all this works out. But ultimately, I just want to see how much they would be willing to give me for it. I'm sure it would be an insulting offer, but we'll see. So let's run in. Well, guys, they actually have some pretty nice vehicles in here. You can see a little Hemi Durango right here, Porsche Cayenne. They've got a really nice little Corvette over here in orange. I actually really like this car. This is a 2LT, a 2023. I'm kind of surprised. I haven't been to CarMax in quite a while, but this is actually a really nice car. This is a convertible, and the price actually, it's a little better than what I thought it would be for a car like this because relatively low miles, around 75 grand for this. It's a no haggle car, but it's a pretty nice spec on this car in 2023, so it's almost new. Well, the Demon is all ready to get appraised by the folks at CarMax. No, they're not going to drive it, but it's over there all by itself, just kind of waiting on somebody to go out and appraise it. And in the meantime, I'm going to walk around their customer lot and see what else they have. So they kind of have this lot sectioned off, which makes sense to me because, man, they have a lot of cars out here. This obviously is the luxury section. They've got SUVs right on the other side over there. You've got compact cars right there on the left. I'm looking for the sports section to see if they have anything noteworthy. Well, for whatever reason, it's pretty slim pickings over here in the sport area. Not much to choose from. Pretty cool little C7 right here. That's a 2014. A little Camaro. I believe this is a 6-cylinder car right here. Now, this Challenger right here is actually pretty darn clean. I believe this is 2013. Check out the shaker hood on this bad boy. And 55,000 miles, a little 5.7 car, but really clean little Challenger they have here. Pretty unique. And you don't see these on the road that much, at least with that style shaker hood like that. So I do kind of like this car. Yeah, this Joker is actually pretty nice. It's in really good condition. Not going to buy it, but I'm actually kind of a fan of this car. They did have a couple other ones tucked over here in the corner. 3 Mustang GTs. That middle one right there, the black one's actually a manual car. That sucker's actually really clean. It's a premium car. This one I think is a 2022, but a couple of really nice Mustangs over here. And the only other thing I could find over here is this RT Charger. This one's also really clean. Just had a look at this. Pretty low mileage, but that's not why we're here. Let's go inside and see what's going on with the Demon.
2 hours later.
The verdict is in. I am losing my light, but I think I can go ahead and get this finished up. So they did appraise my vehicle. I would love to know what you guys think before I tell you what they'd be willing to give me for my Demon 170. I would love to know what you guys would think. As a matter of fact, when I get home, I'm going to put a poll out on my channel seeing what you guys think. Carmax offered me for a Demon 170. Of course, this video is now going to be coming out, so now you guys will know the truth of it. But the offer, $92,000 for a Demon 170. Now, I think they're having a little bit of a hard time. They've never had a Demon 170 in here before, which is understandable. When they pulled the comps for the car, they were pulling comps like 84,000 and 80. They were obviously pulling Hellcat comps. They're not pulling Demon 170 comps, so I don't really know what to make of that. It's like I said, this is Carmax, guys. This is kind of what I expected. Obviously, I'm not going to sell them my Demon 170 for $92,000, as you guys would imagine. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are fans of my channel would love to buy my Demon 170 for $92,000. But anyway, guys, that's what we're looking at, $92,000. They did notice I had an aftermarket exhaust on here. Obviously, I've got the MagnaFlow X mod, which is way nicer than what comes stock. I also have my super expensive drag racing wheels on here. Of course, if I was actually going to trade it in, which I never had an intention on doing that, I would have put the stock wheels back on it, which I still have as well. So anyway, it's just everything else in here came out great. Yeah, obviously this is a pretty basic Demon 170. I've got cloth seats in it. There's no carpet in the back. I mean, I ordered this car because I wanted it to be fast, and fast it is. Matter of fact, I was just looking on the dash right before I walked in there talking to a good buddy. 0 to 100 in this car, 3.9 seconds. That is how wild the Demon 170 is. And $92,000, obviously it's an insulting offer, but at the same time, it's kind of what I expected from Carmax. And once again, they were very nice guys here. Another takeaway I had from Carmax, when I went out to the lot, their prices were actually better than what I thought they would be. So I will give them that. I thought their prices were going to be like way up there, and they had this no haggle pricing thing, but their prices were actually pretty good. That little Challenger that I saw earlier was actually a really nice car, $22,000, but I thought that, you know, their prices were okay. I just think if you go to sell your car to Carmax, you have to be pretty desperate because they're not going to give you a lot for it. Most people know this. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to just run the car down here and see what they said. Like I said, I'm looking at the market values on this. They're not $92,000, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, just thought I would put a fun little video out there. They were sure I wasn't going to sell it to them at that price. They already knew that, but it's what they said they could give me. Respect to those guys. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will catch you on the next one. So until then, RacerX.